shoot a lot of three-point shots. So maybe we deserve to do better in second half. We don't deserve to lose 40 points or first half. We should do like a first half. So now we have to focus on next games. Most important game are coming. We have Iran and Puerto Rico. We know them, and we have to play like we play in first half, not like we play in second half.
Coach Palmer, that was a game of two very different halves for your team, and really that first 5 minutes of the third quarter made it very difficult for you.
Spain make a second half incredible. They make in the end, they make 17 triples, 17. So when you play against a team who can make 17 triples, it's very difficult. It's not normal. They shoot today is more than 50% of shots in 3 points. This is not normal also. Even if you're alone, great game in second half for Spain. They get confidence. Our players make a great game in first half. We are almost all the time winning, losing for 3 points. But second half, when things go wrong, start wrong, because Spain come very hard on us. And we have two important games for qualified. So our players, I think, start thinking about this. So they think that maybe it's going to be difficult to beat Spain, and start be very tired against two teams. So what we have this game, we have a great first half, and a very bad second half. And this is maybe the worst game I've seen my team play in second half. Okay, Spain play well, but we gave completely the second half. We don't defense, we don't offense. We just stay there. It's a ghost from our national team. But Spain is not from our championship, so they are here to win the World Cup. They have a great team. So we can see today how good they are. And they're going to try to win the World Cup. We're going to try to qualify to the World Cup, being to the Olympic Games, be the first African team. That's different, completely different situations, and completely different teams. We have a small country with a small championship against the players who play in NBA, play EuroLeague, play 90 games a year. Our championship is 30 games maybe. The difference, the quality of players are completely different also. So I'm very happy what we do in first half. We cannot do it in second half, but the result is not showing what happened, because Spain in the end starts shooting 3 points from everywhere, and every shot is made. So this is something that this happens. I think they're gonna. In future games, some of these shots going to be supposed to be very important for them, and they're going to fail it. But today they made it, and it's over for us. But now we have Iran and we have Puerto Rico. That's the games that we're supposed to win, and we don't going to make second halves like we do today. There's no question. We're going to play much better, and if we can play like against Spain like we play in the first half, we can play against these teams two halves on same conditions. So we are completely confident that we can qualify in this team, in this group, because our team proved this today, that we are a good team, and the result don't show what really happened in the game.
Okay, if we can start off with some questions for Omar from the floor. Anybody? Just here.
Omar, what will the team focus on? Will it be the excellent first half, or what went wrong in the second?
I didn't listen, sorry.
What do you think the team in the review will focus on? Will it be the first half, how well the team played, or what went wrong in the second half?
I think we're gonna see the video. We're gonna see what happened, what really happened in first half, and how we played good. And we're gonna try to make the same in next games. And we're gonna see also our mistakes in second half. We're gonna see how we didn't come back in defense, how we let transition offense of Spain, and we're gonna try to correct our mistakes. We're gonna try to do better things in future.
One thing that happened in second half is that Spain have a big rotation, 12 players. So they rotate the players all the time. And we don't have the same type of rotations because they have a different type of team. So in second half, some of our players are starting tired because they play a long time. But this is going to help us, I think, for the next games. We're going to be better on this. It's a pity because maybe we're supposed to change the way that we're not going to make the same first half, but maybe we don't play so bad in the second half because we have some players that are really tired because they play so many minutes, and Spain is rotating the players, and they have this possibility. We don't have it. That's life.
Anything else for Omar at all? Move on to Coach. Any questions for Coach Palmer?
Coach, after what happened in the second half, do you think some of the confidence might have been lost from the team? I mean, it came here with a bit of confidence. Do you think some of that has been lost?
What happened in second half is Spain started very well. First 5 minutes, second half in every game are very important. So we failed completely on this in the first 5 minutes. It's mistakes. And also, this is not normal. They make more than 50% with 17 3 points. This is not normal. So what they do is that a game that if they play against anybody in this championship and they make this kind of settings, they win. They win all the games. Not for 40, but they win because 17 3-point plays with more than 50% of percentage is not normal. So I'm not worried about this because people can see real Tunisia is first half. Okay, we beat Japan, we beat Poland, we beat a lot of teams, so we fight against Germany until the last minute, things like that. So we can play against the other teams who are in our group. And please, we are talking about one team that is world champions, European champions. They have all the players in NBA and in EuroLeague, and we have 90% of our players playing in Tunisia national championship. This is a big difference. We cannot compare this, and we play very hard against them. And 20 minutes, we are the better team in the first 20 minutes. So the other 20 minutes, our players start thinking about what really important for us that's qualified to the Olympic Games. So congratulations to Spain, make a great game today, especially in second half. But the real Tunisia is the Tunisia first half is not Tunisia second half, and we're going to prove it. We're going to prove it next games. The next 2 games, we're going to prove it that we are we are the team of first half and not the second half. And this game is not from our championship. They are in our group, and let's go move on and play the guys who are in our championship. And we need to win these 2 games. And if we can win these 2 games, we go to probably depends what Nigeria is going to do to the Olympic Games. So we are clear, completely focused on what we're supposed to do. And Iran is a very good team. They prove it today. The other team Puerto Rico is also a good team. So we're going to have three. We have 2 games. We're going to have 2 games here. Very, very good games, hard games. Nobody knows what's going to be the result. But we have confidence in our team. So if we can play against Spain like this in first half, we can play against their teams also. So our objective stay clear and is not affected because my player is not going to be affected for these results. There's no question about it. It's over, finished. We don't talk tomorrow. Tomorrow is another day. We prepare Iran, and we know nobody talk more about this game.
Okay, we're going to call it.
喂，有意。
早上几点过？9点到还是开始到？那你就是自己坐车到。今天好像第一趟车是7点就走了。
They're coming soon. Yes, soon. The last WeChat I saw, 17 and 9 or something. Okay, before we get underway, just a reminder about phones. We will be conducting the press conference in English. If there are any Spanish questions, if we can save them for the end when we've finished the live stream, that would be great. Thank you. Okay, good evening and welcome to the press conference. This is following the Group C match of the FIBA Basketball World Cup. It finished Spain 101, Tunisia 62. Ricky Rubio and coach Sergio Scariolo are here to talk about it. Ricky, if I can start with you, your thoughts on a game, two very different halves for your team.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Always the first game is always a little tricky. You don't know how it's going to go, but I think we came out aggressive, but then they made some shots. We made some mistakes on defense. But then at the halftime, we made some adjustments. We play more aggressive. We play more free, too, and we run. What we didn't do in the first half, it was running. And I think the second half we did it, and we can get easy buckets to gain confidence and just play more aggressive. We had 12 players to play tonight. That's the strength of this team too, that everybody can give us something, and we compete against teams that sometimes they only play like 7-8 players, and that's good for us.
And coach, you kept them to 23 points in the second half. Defensively, you guys really turned it up.
Yeah, I think. Good evening, everybody. In the first half, we have been over aggressive at times. We were trying to set our tone, and that was good. But we must understand that if we want to be extremely aggressive on the perimeter, then we gotta back up our perimeter aggressiveness with a solid rim protection, with a solid paint filling from the weak side guys, and this is what we missed a little bit in the first half. Then they had a couple of good runs, scoring run with some good threes. In the second half, we were a little bit more solid. Players shared the ball really well. I think 31 out of 37 of our baskets were assisted, which is a huge number. So definitely, it's good to get rid of the tension, of the nerves of the first game with the W, and now just close this chapter and start to look forward to the next one.
Okay, we'll start off with questions for Ricky. Just down the front here.
Hi, Ricky. Hey, Dennis from Tinson. So seems like, in the NBA, you're a point guard who passed the ball first. In the Spain national team, kind of like, the guy who takes the shot, you hit the highest 17 points, including 3 3-pointers. So how do you see this role change, between the NBA stage and the global stage?
Well, I don't think it's just NBA to Spanish team. I've been improving my offensive game the last 2-3 years with gaining a lot of confidence, and I've been more aggressive. And here I have a different role, of course, but I got 9 assists too. So my role is here to do both, scoring and controlling the tempo of the game, and make my teammates better too.
Also, I got one question for the coach. So, coach, just now, Tunisian coach, look at the stat sheet and said, Spanish team hit 17 3-pointers, and it's not normal. Do you think it's normal?
It should be. If we want to compete to the top level, we got to shoot threes with confidence, not double guess at all. We have been working on it since the beginning of our training camp, and who watched our friendly game and the preparation felt that we need to make some good without the ball or drive and kick plays or whatever to create those shots. But once we create an open three-point shot opportunity, we have to take it because we are not as strong, as big as most of our, let's say, first level opponents. We have to figure it out. And I think we have many players who can shoot threes. If we will keep a balance between moving the ball and playing together and taking the open shot, we'll be fine.
Question here for Ricky.
Hi. First for Ricky, you are surprised by the decision of so many players, star NBA players, that withdraw to play in this tournament, like United States, Canada, and other players of the other countries?
Well, it's a tough question because I don't know every case. Everyone has a different reason, and you can judge them all by the same. So that being said, of course you want to compete, you want to give everything for your country, but at the same time, you got to take care of yourself too. It's either yourself or your family. Sometimes life is bigger than basketball, and we can't forget that. That being said, we don't have to focus on players that are not here. We just have to be focused on the players that are here in this tournament, and the ones who are not, I bet they have a good reason to not be here.
And for the coach, tell me about the next game against Puerto Rico.
I can't tell you anything because we haven't analyzed it yet. So we know that they are pretty talented team with many good athletes, many skillful players, many players who can score. But frankly, I can't tell you anything more than this because we had to take one game at a time, and we just finished this one.
Any final question for Ricky? Just here.
Ricky, just following up on the earlier question, what is it about playing for Spain where you seem like you're playing at your best?
Well, I played with a lot of confidence. I had a great summer working out physically and mentally. I'm in my prime, I guess. And that leads to be one of the leaders of this team. I know Marc Gasol is the big guy here, but he had a good squad here beside him with me, Rudy, Yui, Claver. We had a lot of experience too, learning from the ones who were here before too. So pay respect for those who were here and just learning from them and keep going. And playing with national team, it's always different. You play with your friends. You play for your country, for your family too. It's huge.
Final question for Coach Scariolo. Anybody?
Coach, at half-time, it looked like it could be a pretty close game. Were you pleased with the team, how they came out and pretty much just shut the door on Tunisia?
We really didn't change that much in terms of strategy. We just, as I was saying before, tried to match a little bit more the good aggressiveness we had, which didn't pay all what we were expecting because we were at the same time doing kind of a pretty childish mistake behind, right around the rim. We just said to each other we had to keep a high tempo. We slowed down a little bit at the end of the second quarter, at the beginning of the third. Our tempo was not that high as we normally want to. Even if we were pretty much controlling the rebound and forcing turnovers, we had to keep pushing, and that's it. I mean, players I think they just took a backpack off, let it in their locker room, and run, play a little bit more, loose and free and finding the right way to enjoy on the floor.
Okay, we'll call the press conference to a close there. Thank you very much, both. Is there anything in Spanish before we run off? No? Lovely. You've done that. Thank you. Cheers. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.